I'm from the Department of Public Information, Outreach Division. And we've put together this global seminar with our colleagues in UNESCO, and we thought that it would be interesting to show you some of the work the UN does in terms of multilingualism, not so much the very well-known work that the UN does with our language services, but we wanted to show you one of the activity of the UN in peacekeeping. And what we are going to show you today, and it was listed on the program as Radio Okapi presentation. We were not sure how we were going to do that. We thought at some point of doing a live link to our Radio Okapi, but it became a bit difficult. So I'm going to explain to you a little bit what Radio Okapi is all about, and then we will have a recording of an interview of one of the radio producers that works in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. So, sorry, up. Right. As you probably know, there are three main pillars for the work of the United Nations. There is peace and security, economic and social development, and human rights. Peacekeeping is a tremendous part of the activity of the United Nations today. The annual budget today of peacekeeping is
预算是68亿美元。这个增长呢
$1 billion on peacekeeping operations. So it's really a huge amount of our activities. In terms of money, but also in terms of number of operations, we have currently 18 current missions which represent a huge also deployment. 63 missions have been created in total since 1948, and in the last 18 years, 42 were created. Troops, we currently have over 110,000 people deployed all over the world in those 18 peacekeeping missions. Here is a map of the current peacekeeping missions that are working to ensure peace. And MONUC, MONUC is here. One of the activities for peacekeeping involves public information, and we use radio as a means of informing the local population about the work of the UN in those peacekeeping operations. We broadcast in multiple local languages, and the role of peacekeeping radios is to, as I said, explain the UN mandate and the reason why the UN is in the country. We work to encourage participatory democracy, to rebuild institutions, and also to develop local expertise. We have training programs. The UN missions actually go and train local journalists so that we build the capacity locally. We also, by using local journalists, we increase the credibility of our broadcasting. And then if we do not have in a mission the capacity to have a radio station, a specific radio station, we still develop programs that are going to be broadcast on local broadcasters. That's the case, for example, in Burundi, in Kosovo, in Haiti. There are 5 major radio stations in Côte d'Ivoire, in the Sudan, in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, in Sierra Leone, and in Liberia. And there is a 6th radio which is operated as a computer, using internet technology, and this is in Kosovo. Sorry, went too fast, I think. The reason we decided to show you the work of Radio Okapi is that it's the largest peacekeeping mission, And Radio Okapi is probably the one that uses the local languages the most. So what we decided to do was to do an interview of Micheline Chouala, who is the journalist and the secrétaire de rédaction, and coordinates all languages. She actually speaks 5 languages, and we are going to interview her. So if you can start